Hello guys, welcome to Challenge Network of Kenya YouTube channel. My name is Irene Bondi. Today I'm going to take you through how to prepare a braille document from scratch. So the first step is taking sheets of papers, which should be the cover pages, and cut them using a guillotine machine. So I take the measurement depending on the size of my braille books. I measure and I make sure that I cut them exact to the required size of the paper. So the sheets of paper are several sheets. So I cut them together and make sure that the size is the same as my booklet. So my document today is a service charter by EPZA. That is an organization in Kenya. So that is what I am going to demonstrate on my work on how to translate it to braille. So after cutting the sheets of paper, I should print the covers depending on the document that I have. So I print the covers, then I braille, then I edit the document, and after editing the document, I bind, and then it's ready. So let's check out the process together so that we can be able to know exactly about the steps which are needed to ensure that the document is ready and readable and accessible by people who are blind. So after cutting the papers into the required size of the cover pages, I take them to print. So I'm printing the front and the back page as the document which I am given. So it depends with the document. So I use the sample document. So I'm printing the front cover and the back cover. Our document is a client service charter by EPZA. So you can see the printing process. Many service charters, when they are presented, most of them are in tabular formats, but the tables, most people with visual disabilities are not able to follow, especially when the tables are too many, when the explanation on the tabular format is too bulky. So I have to remove the table. I have to edit the document so that it can be accessible to a person who is blind. So I remove all the table to ensure that it is accessible. And as you know that also people with visual impairments have a right to access the same information as their sighted counterparts. So I need to translate the document to help bridge the information, the service charter, and ensure that everyone has access to the printing material. So as you can see, I have already removed the table, and I have made sure that everything which was on the table is available on this copy, and it is readable and it is easily understood. So I edit everything and make sure that now it is accessible and it provides a tactile means of reading and accessing the written information. So It allows them independency to access a wide range of materials like textbooks, educational resource, documents, just everyday documents, menu, products, anything. So translating the document in braille is making it accessible. So in case you have anything that you need to translate to braille, make sure that you check our contact on the about page. Then you can contact us and we will be able to make your documents accessible for people who are blind, people who are deaf blind, and that is our role, to ensure that everything is accessible. So get in touch with us. So I finish editing the document and then we check on the next step. After editing the document and ensuring that it is available in a format which is very accessible and readable in braille, I go to the DBT. The DBT means Duxbury Translator. Then I translate the document from Word to braille. From Word to braille. So documents should be in Word format. So if you have a PDF format or any other format, you need to translate it first of all to Word, and then you can translate from Word to braille. So I check on my document if it has errors on this format. It is DBT, Duxbury Translator. I check, I go through many times, make sure that I proofread and remove errors, punctuations, then I translate it to braille. So after translating it to braille, I go on the embossing machine and I emboss. It is just the same as printing. If you have spaces like this, you have to remove them. So I go to the embosser and then I emboss. That is the same as printing from a computer to a printer, the way you print Word documents or PDF or anything that you print. So this one is not printing, but it is called embossing. So you emboss your document and then it comes in a braille format. So it will be like a booklet. You can see all the pages. Where there is a line is a new page. So this is my braille machine, version basic D, version 5. Basic D, index braille basic D, version 5. So I make my paper ready and I make sure that the embosser is ready, and then I set up and make sure the embosser is online, and then I emboss. So it's like printing. It's like printing. So the document comes down on the embosser. So this is how it's done. So after embossing, the paper is one roll, which is called Z folding. So you can see it's coming in a Z folding manner, which is a long sheet. So I have to cut. Some people have a machine used to cut the papers. Like if you have a bulky document, there's a machine that is used to cut the papers, and also there's another type of embosser which prints which brailles document sheet by sheet. So already the documents come in one paper by one paper, so you don't have to cut them, they are already cut. But as for me, I have to check out and cut the papers so that I can make the charters. At the moment, I'm making 10 charters. So I am dividing, and also you should remove the margins. You remove the margins because it is extra. It is not part of the document, it is extra. So you remove the margins and you make sure it is clean, and then you put the front cover and the back cover. And also you should braille the covers so that the client who it is meant for is able to read the document, is able to read the title. Anything that is written on the print should be equivalent to the braille. So the covers, I have to braille them manually because the machine that I have is not able to print the covers. There's another type of machine, that one that prints page by page. I think it is called index braille embosser. Index, or it's called a braille on, I don't know, something. That one is able to print the cover pages, but mine cannot print the covers, so I have to print the covers manually. So first of all, I make the documents ready, all of them. I put the covers, and then after I finish everything, I should bind. So just let's look and see the process which goes on to make sure that everything is ready. So next I need to bind. Before binding, I need to make the holes for the binder. I must make sure that the holes are on the right position of the binder, not others are on the right side, others on the left side. I must ensure that everything is going on the exact position so that everything can be able to match my document. So I make the binding holes. Then I can be able to bind them. So after binding everything, now my 10 documents are ready. Then I need to make a title on the cover page, on the front cover page. I need to make the title, the same title which is on the cover. I need to make it available in braille. So I'm doing this manually to just to give the title on the cover. So it is just manual. So I type everything, the EPZA, EPZA service charter. I type what is in print, I make it available in braille. So this is what I'm doing, and as we can see, after everything is finished, after I finish all the braille and all the planning and arrangement, then next I need to bind them. I make sure that I look for a binder which is equivalent to the same size of my document. If my document is big, I look for a big binder. If my document is small, like this one, it's around 10 pages, I look for small binders. So the binders goes in sizes from, there's a size 10, 8, 12, 16, 24, and even big ones. So depending on the size of your document. So mine is small, so I'm using the small binder. And then I make sure that everything is fixed together. And then my binder somehow is bigger than my document. So I have to cut the top part of the binder using a scissors so that it can be the exact size of my booklet, of my charter. So this is what I'm doing, and we can look together. Okay, you can see my document is ready, and please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. If you get this video on your phone, click on where it is written YouTube, and then you can subscribe. So don't forget to support us by subscribing on our channel and watching our videos. If you're interested in the content, go to the playlist and look for exactly what you want to learn. We train people on braille, sign language, and any issues that deals with accessibility and inclusion of persons with disabilities. So don't forget to subscribe, and I hope that we meet on the next video. Thank you very much.